Welcome to Financial Stewardship. Today we're going to be talking about Proverbs 13:22. It says, "A good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children, but the wealth of the sinner is stored up for the righteous." Honestly, that verse says everything you need to know. I want you to really think about the first one, which says, "A good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children." A lot of people, especially nowadays, they don't ever think about their children, or if their children are bad, they still decide not to leave anything for them because they're selfish or whatever they got going on. And honestly, I would like to encourage you to leave an inheritance for your children. It's only the right thing to do, in all honesty, and it's the best way you can make sure your children are set up for when they grow older. There's a lot of ways you can do this. There's a couple of ways that I can give you. There's some things that I do myself. The first one is you can make a savings account for your child or your children. It doesn't have to be big amounts every month, every day. No, you can start off with something small like $20 and slowly let it grow. In time, with compound interest, it'll grow. You don't have to be in a rush. You don't have to put all your savings on there. Obviously, you have to take care of yourself and take care of them. It's all honestly at everyone's own pace. Everybody has their pace they go to, and some people are faster than others. Some people are slower than others. Financially, some people have more money. Some people have less money. It's honestly what you do with the money that God has given you, and what you do with that money. Obviously, like I said, some people have a lot more money, but that doesn't mean they're good stewards over that wealth. Another example, and this is the one I do because for a number of reasons. I stack silver for my child. I don't have much, not for him at least. I don't have much. Main reason is because everybody starts slow, and it's not much, but you'll see it here on screen. That's it. Slowly, every month I'll add one more. This is a hobby I decided to do for them. I mean, the main reason is because the dollar has lost a lot of its buying power. Since 1913, it's lost about 96% of its total buying power, and roughly around 2 to 7% it loses yearly. Because of that reason, I'd rather not store in cash. I still have a savings account for them, but I'm going to start adding more metals for them, because over time, right, these have gone up in value. Yes, they have. Let's say, for example, the January high was $120 an ounce. Now it's not that. Right now I think it's about $80, $70, around there. But it hasn't dropped under 50, it hasn't dropped under 60. And it's a good hedge of inflation. By the time they grow older and they're adults, this one ounce could probably be worth around, I'd say $200, if not more. I mean, we're $34 trillion in debt, and the debt's only going to keep growing. So that being said, I lean to stacking precious metals for them because of that reason. This is an inheritance. It's not a number on a screen that I'm going to want to spend for myself. No, this is for them, and eventually it'll grow. 6 will turn into 10, 10 will turn into 15, 15 to 25, so on and so forth, you know? By the time they grow old, they'll have 100 ounces. Who knows how much 100 ounces will be worth in that time. Probably a lot of money, maybe 6 digits, but who knows how much 100,000 would be worth back. Not even back then, but in the future. That's even if a dollar is even worth anything. But we don't know that. Only time will tell. Another example is that my friend, I have a friend, he told me an amazing idea that he had. And what he does is that every time he does taxes, right? We all know we have a credit for our children. What he does, and it's something I will start doing as well, is that money he uses specifically for his children. He sets it aside in a freaking in a certificate, and he just lets it sit. He lets it grow. He lets it compound in an okay interest rate. It's nothing too crazy that'll beat inflation, but over time, a couple of years, you might have 20, 30,000. You never know. So there's multiple ways that you can save to try to leave an inheritance for your children. Another way could be owning homes, owning a home, putting on a will, on a living trust. I don't know much about living trusts, nor do I know anything about a will other than saying this is the people you want to leave your assets to after you pass away. You'll have to do your own research on that. So do I. But, everyone wants to be good parents. Everybody wants to love them, even when they're bad. And the thing is, we have to leave something for them, especially if you grew up in a situation where you didn't have nothing when you were a kid. Obviously, you want to give the things that you didn't have when you were little to them so that they can live a better life. And personally, a way that I think you can secure that is by stacking. Because, like I said earlier, they will only grow in time. Maybe now, because of war with Iran, everything's going down. But that is only a buying opportunity. It doesn't mean that you're losing value. No, you should measure your wealth in ounces, never the dollar amount. But yeah, that's everything I have for you guys today. I don't have much, it's a little short video, but just a couple ideas of how you can manage your wealth, how you can contribute into your child's future, and what does it mean to be a good steward. In my opinion, I believe that leaving an inheritance for your kids, for your children, is being a good steward of the wealth that God has bestowed upon you. Don't spend it recklessly, man. Don't gamble. Don't do any stupid things. Don't go to any addictions. And if you have an addiction, try this. Please try it. Give it a shot. You'll see that instead of buying your addiction, you'll slowly start building your wealth. You'll slowly start stacking. And the ounces will only continue to grow. You won't see a number on a screen which will tempt you to spend it all. No. It's a nice little hobby, but soon enough, with the prices, how they're going, it won't be a hobby. It'll be something you would want to save up for to acquire. So as long as these prices are under 3 digits, man, keep stacking. I'll catch you guys later.